Remember when Donald Trump told Dasha Burns that his grade on the economy is A plus 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 plus? Just about every network is laughing at Trump over that, even Fox News. Let me remind you what he said to Dasha Burns during her Politico, the Conversation interview of Donald Trump.
Pretty good.
But I do want to talk about the economy, sir, here at home. And I wonder what grade you would give
A
your
plus.
economy. A plus.
Yeah, A plus 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 plus.
Well, it's interesting.
Pretty good.
But I do want to talk
A
about
plus 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 plus. Well, what did different networks have to say about it? Even over on Fox News, a generally friendly network to Donald Trump, Sandra Smith and John Roberts sort of struggled to hold back their laughter about
those everyday, for example, food items that the American public says they just don't like it.
Yeah, the ground beef is still up there, but the president didn't even hesitate a second before giving himself an A triple plus rating. Yeah. I'm John Roberts in Washington.
So listen, it's Fox News. They're not going to denounce it, but even they are sort of chuckling at the entire thing. Going from Fox News to CNN, here's John Berman reporting on Donald Trump's self-grade of A plus 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 plus. Some serious grade inflation is going on there, that's for sure.
Trump called the economy A plus 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 plus. I think I have all the pluses there. That's not what the American people seem to be saying in recent polls, where nearly 70% say the economy is getting worse. Just weeks ago, the president said the idea of affordability crisis is a con job. Still, White House advisors know they need to address these concerns. Today, the president is set to speak to supporters in Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. Let's get to the White House. CNN's Kevin Liptak is there. Kevin.
Yeah, and actually this will be something of a rarity for the president in this term. You have to go all the way back to
All right, so then they go to previewing Donald Trump's economic speech. An important point made by CNN. Americans aren't falling for this. And I know I've said this before, and I apologize to those who have heard me say it. We should have taken the lesson. Trump should have taken the lesson from the Biden era that no matter what economic indicators you have, telling people the economy's awesome doesn't work. Now, it just so happens that at this point, the economic indicators have gotten so concerning that Trump has canceled a lot of them. But regardless, the takeaway should be there. The lesson should be there. If you just tell people everything's great, stop complaining, stop being so dramatic, as he said to Dasha Burns earlier this week, that does not play well with the American people. We then go over to MS Now, where they are going directly at Trump's claim that inflation it was worse than ever when he became president.
So let's do a quick fact check for a moment. Trump did not inherit the biggest inflation in U.S. history. Inflation has actually picked up under Trump. Prices are up about 3% right now compared to 2.3% inflation when he unveiled his tariffs back in April. Grocery prices are up overall. He keeps highlighting gas prices are down, which is true, but not down nearly as much as he claims. Basil was president. So
every network going right at Trump on the economic stuff. The cherry on top is the stalwart defender of Trump, Laura Ingraham. She goes, Trump said it's A plus plus plus. But some people don't think so. Why is that? How could there possibly be a disconnect where not everybody believes what Trump is saying? I love this.
The president gave the economy an A plus 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 plus. But you know this, I know this. The November Fox News national survey found that 76% of voters still view the economy negatively, and that's up from 67% who said the same thing in July. So you've watched these trends over the years. You've seen the ups and downs. What explains that in particular?
Well, first of all, don't forget that because of Joe Biden, then a typical family buying a typical home would have to spend $1,200 a month more on.
There's your answer. How could it be? Well, it's because of Joe Biden.
Their mortgage. Because of Joe Biden, groceries went from $400 for the typical family for a month to $525. And we're making an enormous amount of progress. People's purchasing power has gone up by $1,200 already this year.
The livelihoods of millions and tens of millions of Americans are at stake here. And all they can do is go Biden this and Biden that. Biden handed Trump 3% inflation. Inflation's 3%. Prices are going up 3% a year. Trump said they would come down. Those are the facts. And Laura Ingraham and Kevin Hassett and the whole lot of them have to try to figure out how can we spin into oblivion. For once, it is increasingly clear. The American people aren't falling for it. They're not buying it. They know what's going on in their households. And we will see whether it actually hurts Republicans at the ballot box next year. Nausea is one of those things that can derail your day. Could be on a plane, could be in a car. For me, it was on a boat not that long ago. Could even be from anxiety or migraines. Our sponsor, Relief Band, makes a wearable, FDA-cleared wristband designed to help relieve and prevent nausea. With no drugs or drowsiness, it uses transdermal neuromodulation or acustimulation. It's a gentle pulse to the part of the nervous system involved in regulating nausea. There's really good published research indicating Relief Band can help with motion sickness, pregnancy-related nausea, chemo-related nausea. Some studies suggest it can reduce post-surgery nausea when used with prescribed medication. And Relief Band's new Premier Plus model adds a digital clock and smart skin sensing to preserve battery life, and it lets you adjust intensity based on how you feel. If nausea is something you deal with, it could be worth seeing if Relief Band can help. It is drug-free, non-drowsy, no side effects. Right now, Relief Band is offering my audience 20% off plus free shipping. Just go to reliefband.com and use the code Pakman. Don't forget, Relief Band has an extended return window for purchases made before January 1st. That's reliefband.com. Use code Pakman for 20% off and free shipping. The link is in the description.